What's going on, everybody? It's Tall Mo here. Thank you all for joining me today. And today specifically, we are going to talk about a show that has had social media bugging as of late. Couldn't avoid it. It was literally everywhere. And then I got FOMO, fear of missing out, so I checked it out. And by golly jeepers, this is well worth your time. And that show is Invincible. Invincible is a show about superheroes, to say the least, if I'm gonna use layman's terms, you know what I mean? It's a superhero show where we got heroes fighting villains or aliens or whatever the like to save the world, planet Earth, from impending dooms and all that good stuff. This isn't a new formula to us by any means. In the first episode, we get introduced to a cast of characters. They call themselves the Guardians of the Globe, and there's no way around it. They are deadass a parody version, ripoff of the Justice League. That's the intention though, you know what I mean? That's the intention behind it, so don't get all your panties in a bunch. But there's no way around it. They're a ripoff of the Justice League. There's one dude named Red Rush who's in a red suit and runs really fast. He's the Flash. He's literally the Flash. There's a girl named, or a woman named Wonder Woman. Not Wonder Woman, I'm sorry, War Woman. That's how close it is. Literally, that's how close it is. There's War Woman, who is a fusion of Wonder Woman and Thor, because she's got like a weird hammery thing. There's a black version of Batman. It's literally nigga Batman. There's no way around it, you know? And it's literally, I don't even know what his name is, but it's fucking Batman. That's what I see as Batman. And there's also Omni-Man, and Omni-Man is a direct counterpart of Superman, and he's one of the most prominent characters in the show. Omni-Man is. The story revolves around Omni-Man and his family. Omni-Man has a wife and a son. The son, Mark, is the main character of the show. He's the protagonist, and we follow his story arc. In the first episode, he's in high school, and he's first getting his powers, and he's first learning how to use them, and all that nice teen angsty stuff, you know. But it's done very well. They have a nice amount of slice of life in there, and the way that they delve in with the storyline actually works, and I really like it. Later in the episode, he gets his suit, and we have a nice, you know, bubbly, warm feeling. He's becoming a hero. Everything's hunky-dory. And then at the end of the episode, the final scene of episode 1, oh my god, man, some of the most gruesome shit I've ever seen in my life. Really quick, I gotta put a spoiler tag in here. I can't really talk about the show without doing some deep dives into what actually happened. If you don't want to be spoiled and you want to go with a clean slate, go check out the show. It's on Amazon Prime Video. It's only 8 episodes long. You can finish it in a weekend. I finished it in a day, but if you have healthy lifestyle habits, you can easily do it in a weekend. Well worth your time. And then come back over here. Then we can talk about it, leave some comments, you know, any ideas that I missed, any questions, stuff like that, and we'll get that discussion going, you know? The Guardians of the Globe, the fake Justice League, they have to meet somewhere, and someone's like, oh, what, did you call us over? No, I didn't call anyone. Did you call anyone? Did you make the emergency call? And then out of nowhere, Omni-Man comes up and fucking Falcon punches, or tries to Falcon punch some guy. He dodges, but then Omni-Man literally won on like 7 or 8 and absolutely beats the living fuck out of these guys, man. I've never seen something so gruesome in it, whether it's an animated show, a movie, whatever. I've never seen abuse like that in my life. It was absolutely disgusting. He takes that Wonder Woman's pole and starts bashing people's heads in, literally grabs a dude by his skull, grabs him by the head, and crushes his shit like it's iceberg lettuce, like it's a grapefruit. Oh my god, it was beautiful. It was glorious. On the topic of gore, really quick, if you are squeamish by any means, and that's something to know before you get into the show, even though there's not a lot of gore, so like don't be off-put if that is the case. I personally, I don't really like gore for the sake of gore. Just if we're watching a show and the point of the show is to watch people's body parts get dismembered or to watch dudes get their heads cut off, you know what I mean? Like, that's not really me. But if it's an aspect of a show, kind of like how in Attack on Titan, it's just gruesome by nature, and just like Invincible, it's gruesome by nature, and it works out, and it's used to actually help develop a certain theme in the show, I'm all fucking for it. In my opinion, what that helps to accomplish is the same thing that Game of Thrones did in their first season, where homeboy gets his head cut off when he's executed, and you're like, oh my god, they actually killed a character that prominent. Not that these characters were super prominent, but it just kind of sets up that no one's really safe, and this is a realistic environment. There aren't any knight in shining armor that's gonna come and save somebody at the last second, you know? That could happen, who knows, but that's not the world that Invincible resides in, you know what I mean? That's not how this shit gets down. At the end of the season, Mark finds out that his father, Omni-Man, is the one that killed the Guardians of the Globe, which, keep in mind, was national news. Everybody's freaking out about it over the world. And Mark's like, oh my goodness, why, Dad? Why would you fucking do this? You know what I mean? And then Omni-Man is like, oh, it's like trying to give his whole speech as to why. I'm not gonna spoil that. You can watch the show just in case you haven't. But he goes and he gives his whole backstory as to why he's doing what he's doing. And Mark's not having it. So eventually, they get into a little bit of a spat. They go back and forth, and Omni-Man's like, you know what, man? Fuck it. I'm just gonna beat the fuck out of you. And that's exactly what he does. To call it a fight would be a disservice as to what Omni-Man did to him, because that was child abuse, man. I've never seen something so gruesome in my life. He was absolute. When he has him against the fucking mountain, dude, and he's just fuck fucking absolutely wailing. Oh my, and Mark's sitting there with his chin split open, and he's like, disgusting, man. Some of the most gruesome shit I've ever seen. It was amazing. It was absolutely amazing. If I'm to list a couple of the voice actors, we have J.K. Simmons voicing Omni-Man. You probably know him. I don't know, you may have seen him in a couple places, but most prominently, at least for me, he played J. Jonah Jameson in the early Spider-Man movies. You have Seth Rogen playing some random alien guy who is kind of a minor, but also kind of a major character at the same time. My personal favorite, you have Steven Yeun playing Mark. Steven Yeun is the Korean guy who played Glenn in The Walking Dead. I wasn't a big fan of Walking Dead, man. It's alright. It's not, you know what I mean? I just really kind of fell off with it. Especially when Glenn cut, I was like, fuck this show. Like, Glenn was my favorite, and then he cut. I was like, dude, fuck this. I'm done with this show. The show also has some mad dope characters, a lot of really interesting ones. There's this one guy who he lives vicariously through a robot, so he's like in a chamber, and his consciousness is in these robots, kind of like Mekamaru in Jujutsu Kaisen, or Nagato and Pain from Naruto, you know what I mean? Kind of like a similar thing like that. You have this girl, Adam Eve, who I don't really know exactly what it is, but I think she can like manifest things, and she can like control reality to an extent. So like, let's say if there's a pile of wood, she can like transform it back into the original trees, stuff like that. Having so many characters, the show has some pretty good representation as well, and I like the way they do it. There's no narratives or politics that are involved with it. The characters are just the characters, and they're just themselves. The main character's significant other is a black woman, and she's just a black woman. They didn't have to turn this shit into 12 Years a Slave, you know what I mean, and have her whole story arc of being a black character. She's just black, and it's just, nobody even notices it. No one even talks about it. It's okay to talk about it here and there, but like, it doesn't have to be a topic of discussion. Dude, what's going on, bro? Why am I out of focus? On the topic of Mark's girlfriend, what the fuck is wrong with Amber, bro? That woman is absolutely insane. She's complaining to Mark, saying, oh, you neglect me, oh, you're always flaky, you're always late, oh, blah, 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 blah. While at the same time, she knows he's a superhero. He doesn't know that she knows. He's trying to protect his secret identity by proxy of protecting his secret identity. He protects the people around him, which is why he hasn't told her. She should probably clue into, because he's not the first superhero to ever fucking exist, you know what I mean? But yet she has the audacity, this literally, here's the scene, okay? I'm gonna paint the scene for you, okay? Mark is there at a university campus with Amber, his girlfriend, and his boy, I forget his name, William or some shit. They're at a university campus on an open house or whatever, and they're chilling, having a good time. They're in they're outside, and an alien or villain, whatever, comes out and starts fucking people up. And everybody's running for their lives. You know what I mean? Mark then goes and he's like, oh shit, like my friend and my girlfriend, they're about to get clapped. So what do? I'm gonna go change into my superhero suit, come back, and I'll start fucking them up, and I'll save the day. Like any normal superhero would, right? Okay? He comes back after fucking whipping this nigga's ass, and he comes back and he's like, is everybody okay? Is everybody, you know, is everyone all right? And Amber, granted, she knows he's a superhero. So, and she knows which superhero he is. She literally sees Mark disappear, and then she sees Mark come back in his superhero suit, save the day, and go. So she knows exactly what happened. She's well aware of what happened, and she still has the audacity when Mark's like, hey, is everybody okay? She's like, where were you, Mark? Where were you? You left us. You left us here alone to die. And it's like, are you fucking crazy? Listen, I'm not saying that Mark should string her along or Mark shouldn't be honest with her. That's not what I'm saying. But what I am saying is that a sane human being should be able to weigh the severity of what's going on and be like, okay, you know what? This guy, he's lying to me. He's not telling me he's a hero. Maybe because it's a fucking secret identity, and maybe because there's a chance that I'll get clapped and the people close around him will get clapped if his true identity gets found out. Instead of thinking all these rational, sane things, she's like, oh my god, he can't handle both. He's neglecting me. He's lying to me. Fuck this guy. It's like, dude, good fucking riddance. He's literally a fucking superhero saving human lives. I'm sorry, but whatever petty argument that you think you're having with him, that shit doesn't fucking matter, okay? He's got bigger fish to fry. The animation studio did a phenomenal job. The show looks great. It's an Amazon Prime original, so hopefully that keeps the budget high as long as the interest is high, you know what I mean? And we continue to get great content like we already have been. The show has, I believe, I believe adapted about 10 to 12 issues in that range of the existing 144. That's just me doing a quick Google search. I might be wrong, correct me if I'm wrong. I think it's about 10 to 12 issues out of the 144, and if that's the case, then we have a fuck ton more Invincible on the way. Amazon's already came out and said that they got season 2 and 3 on the way. Invincible HQ tweeted that out a little bit ago, so thank God that it's garnered enough attention already to keep this shit going, because I'm telling you guys, it is well worth your time, and hopefully we have a wild ride from here on out. That's pretty much all I got for Invincible, man. If you haven't seen it already, once again, Amazon Prime Video, go check that shit out. It's well worth your time. It's only 8 episodes. You can binge that shit in a day. If you're an anime watcher, you know you can binge that in a day. That shit's nothing. If you guys made it to the end of this video, thank you very much for sticking around. I really do appreciate it. It's the first video I'm uploading to this channel. Actually, that's cap. I've uploaded videos to this channel in the past. That was like 10 years ago, but I'm a private all of those bitches, so none of you can see them. I know I'm a little bit rough around the edges. I'm still trying to figure shit out, you know what I mean? Stuff like lighting and things of the like lighting, for example. Look at me, I'm orange as fuck. I look like Donald Trump's illegitimate Somali child, you know what I mean? Still trying to figure shit out, but thank you for your patience very much, so I appreciate it. A bunch of more shit coming on this channel. You know, I'll be doing some gaming videos coming in the future. If you have any ideas for games you want me to run, leave them in the comments. You can check me out at twitch.tv/thetallmo as well. Running some Warzone and Fighters, random shit with the boys, you know what I mean? So check me out there. Got some anime reviews and reactions coming to this channel as well. A bunch more content, so be on the lookout for that. But that's gonna do it for me today, man. Thank you all for joining me. I appreciate it. Thank you for sticking around. Thank you so much. Thank you. I said thank you like a million fucking times, but I thank you very much. If you're still here watching the shit right now, literally thank you. I love you. I love you. And hopefully I'll see you guys soon, all right? Take care.